Hey everybody, welcome back to Nioh. Had a little bit of scheduling conflict because totally not completely fucking absorbed in other video games, no sir. Hi.
Scheduling conflict, that's a funny way to put it.
So this video is kind of it's gonna be a slow video because it's introducing a lot of new things and showing you the side missions that you can do in between each chapter. First off, it's Tomei, the blacksmith.
Tomei, I don't understand you.
Oh yeah, fucking that's right. When I was recording this, I had a Windows update. So that's what that sound was.
I thought maybe she just sparkled something. Here's some blacksmithing.
No, this is me alt-tabbing being like, fucking, are you kidding? Go away.
I thought it was more like, attention, you do not know this language.
Technically, he doesn't yet. But yeah, blacksmithing in this game is fucking in-depth. Well, I shouldn't say in-depth because there's a lot of moving parts to it, but it's all gonna roundabout matter to RNG. Right now, I'm buying ammunition because with my playstyle, ammunition's really fucking dope.
There's a part of me that wishes she was the Resident Evil 4 merchant. This would be way cooler.
Just in Japanese. Go do it. I'm not even gonna fucking attempt that because I don't know what that would sound like in Japanese.
I'll forge that at a high price.
Yeah, you're gonna be spending a lot of money at Tomei. Just for a quick thing, you can disassemble a bunch of items to get materials to build weapons. Forge is basically take a bunch of materials, turn it into a weapon. Soul Forge is if you have a really nice weapon that you like, but it's kind of out-leveled at this point, and then you have this item from another, like, farther on level, you can cannibalize the stronger weapon to boost the level of your weapon to an attack value you like. That gets really expensive.
So, picking up these extra items for the sake of forging, was this stuff you pick up off of enemies, or where do you get them?
You get them mostly off enemies, you could also pick them up as loot in a mission. You get a lot of stuff that you're just gonna either break apart or sell. Then when you build something, you look at a bunch of materials, choose the rarest one you have, and then craft an item. It's a crapshoot on what you craft. Depending on the materials, if you have all the proper materials matched, you have at best a 60% chance of making the rarity you're aiming for. You could do worse. It sucks.
I guess this is canon to the fact that you can't understand each other's languages, so it's like, yes, I'd like for you to forge me a spear. Rifle? No, spear. Pointy stick. Okay, gun it is.
Sure, I'll take the spear, or I'll take the gun. Now let's do a training mission. So, technically we were not supposed to know how to level up Onmyo or ninjutsu, or our samurai skills really up until this point.
Hey Wang, remember that character from Kill Bill?
Fucking throw me under the bus one episode in. Feels good.
Feels great.
Hey, make me a sword, Mr. Ninja Man. Let's learn about ninjutsu. There's not a lot here. This is basically a mission explaining what I showed you in episode 1.
With the dramatic pan.
Hey man, I'm trying to be cinematic about this.
Is ninjutsu stuff very similar to how it is in Ninja Gaiden, where it's just like a special magic attack you can sometimes pull out of your ass?
It's not a magic attack, that's for sure, but you certainly pull some things out of your ass. I will say ninjutsu is probably the weaker in between the two, in between that and Onmyo magic, but let's be real here. It's a Dark Souls game, magic is gonna be hyper busted. Cause, Onmyo focuses on elemental stuff, and achieving a status effect called Confusion. Ninjutsu is the opposite. They want to focus on building every other status effect. But, you ever hear of, like, have you ever, like, tried to do status effects in JRPGs, Travis?
There are a few times where it does work, but most often than not, it's a waste of energy.
This is the most often than not category.
Ah. Ooh, caltrops.
Yeah, you have caltrops. It slows their move speed, not their attack speed.
I love that. Ha! Ha! Just crack you in the face with a wooden sword. That would hurt like hell.
Oh yeah, I've been hit with a wooden sword. It sucks. But yeah, what we had access to was a smoke bomb, which kind of stuns them, caltrops, which slows them, and the good old shuriken, which is just like a poke.
I imagine something like the shuriken could be used in a similar way that, like, say they use in Bloodborne, where it's, hey, if you want that thing to stop swinging, you nail it with a shuriken, it'll stop.
I will say the shuriken is decent amount. It does a decent amount of damage, and you can chain 3 of them at once. The big issue is that it's limited currency. Also, we get ninja clothes.
This is Ninja Gaiden as fuck.
Well, the developers are from, like, the company that made Ninja Gaiden, so there's a lot of inspirations here.
I say that because I played a lot of the Ninja Gaiden back in the day. I loved that game.
Which one, the modern ones or the NES ones?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, I played the old ones back when I was in Nintendo and stuff, but, like, when my original Xbox, I was jamming Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black and things like that, and
I heard that shit was fucking hard.
Yeah, it was. If I could pick a genre of games where I think I do pretty alright, it's character action.
Yeah. You ready for DMC5?
Oh, hell yeah. I've already pulled my devil trigger.
Let's get some stuff here, because there are core ninjutsu moves that everybody could get. The advanced stuff, you have to level up the ninjutsu tree, which requires dexterity, I believe is the stat.
Wang, I got a question.
Sorry?
I have a question for you.
What's up?
When do we get sexy no jutsu?
I'm actually kind of thinking about this. Give it 1 or 2 episodes.
Yes!
Now we are going into a side mission. Side missions are weird because it's basically a means of getting more goods. And side missions are more than often revisiting levels. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's not great. Like, you don't feel bad about feeling shitty about it because it's not great. They had to make a lot of resources and they had to make them count.
This kind of screams more of, and again, Dark Souls 2, whereas the Dark Souls 2 thing where the levels feel very separated.
Yeah.
Like, at least on some of these other games like this, like, the excuse to backtracking is sometimes you'd find a random dude in the level, but it's not like a big glowy side mission, hey, go here kind of thing.
Yeah. They wanted to make it more of a classic action game where it's like level selects and the like. Oh, excuse me.
God, that bow is so overpowered, I love it.
Yeah, the bow is really good. Like, if you just want to breeze through the game, go into decks, always carry a butt-fuck ton of ammunition. It'll get you through the level. The boss,
Well, you still focus on dexterity, so as long as you get a dexterity weapon, not a problem.
Yeah, but you still have to learn the game, which I feel like would be a flaw if you exclusively rely on firearms. Now, luckily, they don't do the entire level. This mission is primarily going to take place on the walk back to the starting point of this level. But I feel like you'll enjoy the end, at least, because of an incidental circumstance.
Is it a glitch?
I don't know.
Perfect answer.
Now, I mentioned before that looting is not really worth it in this game, and you kind of see that here. We found a hidden dead body and got stuff, and what did we just get? A uncommon item. Cool.
Do we not sell the stuff?
You could sell the stuff, and you could get money from the stuff, but it really kind of... I don't know. In these games, looting feels good. As much as I'm kind of about Dark Souls 2 and 3, I did like going around the corner, turning the corner, and like, oh, It's the Uchi! Fucking cool! I get to be a weeaboo now! In this game, I turn the corner and I'm like, oh, that's like my 70th Bandit X. I guess I'll get like lunch money for this.
Is this why you like this game so much? Because it gave you the opportunity to be full-time weeaboo?
I plead the fifth.
Also, question, how did those two not notice that? How did he not notice that?
Perception check 0.
Wow, did he actually hit you with that?
Oh yeah, I hate this man so much for dodging my first execution.
Do rolls have invincibility frames?
Yes.
Just probably not very big ones, it looks like.
They're fair. They're. I'd say they're about the same as the Dark Souls quick roll. It's just that I didn't really roll when I was firing. I was more focused on finishing off the dude I headshot originally, and I was like, I'm at full health. I'll just take the blow and then eat some nuggets.
Chicken nuggies.
Oh my god, if we're gonna get fan art of William just munching down nuggies mid-combat, this LP will be so fucking worth it.
Yes. I decided to travel to Japan to decide to teach the people the way of the Chicken McNuggie.
You will understand Chick-fil-A, we will rule the world. Fucking, if I don't see fan art within a week of William with like a box of McDonald's chicken nuggets.
And that villain dude that wears the crow stuff showing off his chicken tendies.
Why would you use the tendies? They use too much breading.
You know what, with that comparison, I am more on the evil man's side if I had to go. Tendies for life.
I've never found a good tendy. Wow, we found so fucking stupid.
You made this conversation way dumber than it's supposed to be, but you know.
I mean, we need to give the viewers something to listen to as I just run around burning all my ammunition. Because really, we've seen this all before. I'm just kind of ironing home the point that I might not show off every side mission.
Samurai, next time take cover. When you revive, you'll go take cover. I think it'd be a good idea.
Oh, he'll be back in like 5 minutes when I rest at a shrine and I'll be like, oh, what the fuck happened?
My life is suffering. There you go, your Uchi Katanas.
It's an interesting upgrade because it's only effectively 1 power upgrade, but the more I use it, it has the familiar bonus attack buff, so the more I get familiar with the sword, the stronger it gets.
It hungers for blood.
You poor bastard. I'm at the end of my shoe.
I can tell this game had visions of part separation. Like, cutting off people's, like, arms and legs and stuff. You could just tell by the kill animations. But maybe they ran out of time, or maybe it was too difficult on the machines to do it, so they didn't do it.
Actually, that is in the game. It's just that the way I play, Here's the thing. You dismember, but not mid-fight. It's posthumously. And I don't really swing actively when they die, because that's a waste of stamina. So, the system's there, it's just not well implemented.
I want some of that crazy, like, old-school samurai movie things where a sword cuts off a guy's arm and it's just like a fucking lawn hose or something.
That would be really cool. Just, like, that Revengeance 2. That should be a thing in Revengeance 2. Just...
No, what I did notice is that they did do that with the new samurai game coming out from Miyazaki.
Sekiro?
Yeah, Sekiro. That when you kill people, like, the blood level is nuts.
I have not seen new gameplay since their initial announcement, but man, that game looks cool.
It definitely implements more mobility and stealth. It's like if Dark Souls and Tenchu had a baby, which is awesome sounding to me, because I love both.
You see the other game, Shadows over something or other?
Yes. Made by an American studio, which is weird, but it's gorgeous.
It definitely looks to be a little lighter on the gameplay side, but my god, that was some incredible presentation.
I guess Nioh is influencing a lot of people to make these ancient Japan-related games.
That's... I don't know if that's just coincidence or not, but it's not unheard of. Yeah, like... Oh, here's a new system that I didn't get to show off last time. If you do certain things in the game, like kill a bunch of people with headshots or do a bunch of parries, you get prestige points. Either I don't remember the first one, Agyo or Ungyo. One of them focuses on melee, the other focuses on magic. And each of those will get you passive buffs for just, you know, doing the cool guy stuff. It's not game-changing, it's not build-defining. It certainly helps, but man, it's work.
Man, the aiming reticle on those arrows is very liberal. Like, that to me it looked like you missed, but you still managed to headshot that guy.
I don't mind, because for a solid, let's see, Demon's Dark, Dark 2, Dark 3, Bloodborne, anything that requires aiming sucks tremendous dick. So just seeing bows be really fucking good in this game as by design in history kind of feels great. Because, like, the thing that defines wars is the person with the most advanced ranged weaponry because they can attack safe. So if I'm hyper decapitating people with arrows, I'm good with that.
Said the war strategist Ronald McDonald.
Yep. Are you fucking joking?
Yeah, lucky son of a bitch. I guess not. That'd be the weirdest thing if I had to go, oh, and a bullet just right by my neck. I'd be like, oh my god.
That's a testament to how cool the hitboxes are in this game. If you notice, the reticle was red there, but at that last second, his head moved back, and since the bullet didn't collide with the model, he was fine. That is a idiotic amount of detail on comparison with Skullgirls' hitboxes.
They just gave up.
For those of you that have not seen Skullgirls' hitboxes, that shit is awesome in a very meticulous way.
Yeah, they went overboard.
I like it. Now, we are heading to what I think is probably the funniest fucking moment of at least this video. Because when I recorded it, I was like, that could happen?
Oh, that should have killed you.
So, there are two people in this house. I want to kill the bald guy in the back, but this dude's hand is in the way. Remember that scene in, that one Miyazaki movie with the archer? There's your scene, Travis.
Thank you.
I shot through the dude's hand to headshot the boss.
And he's like, oh, that was sick as hell, now let's kill him! I love the gunshot reaction to completing that. That was rather fitting.
That is the victory sound for every mission.
What kind of emote is that?
Leave it to me.
Does this game have co-op?
Yes. In fact, I am in talks with the Time Warriors, an LP group of people that are surprisingly very cool with me before I even met them. And one of them, Cool Guy, was saying, yeah, I think it was Cool Guy. He was like, "Yo, if we get the work down, can we do like a co-op LP in tandem with this?" And I said, "Fucking sure." So, depending on what happens.
Don't tell them about me.
Sorry.
Don't tell them about me.
So, depending on how they organize it, I hope they get stuff squared away. I would say be prepared to see the Time Warriors also approach this game. By the way, here's the co-op system. You have to access it in the menu through the Torii Gate. You could also use, Ochiko cups, I want to say? I've never used the co-op system in these games because I'm a antisocial fucker. But Ochiko cups allow you to summon someone mid-mission, while the Torii Gate lets you do them pre-mission.
I notice you're not really putting much into your health and stamina bar. Is that just strategy, or is it recommended to put it into your attack stats early?
It depends. It's really down to how you like to play. I personally am super dumb, and I like to favor stats first, then just shore up my health. Now, I hate to cut and run the discussion there, but there's also a bestiary, or a directory in this game, where you could see story tidbits. All the fucking stories here.
Also, I hate to cut you off, but I like to point out that your main character is Irish-born, not Scottish.
Yeah, I was really, really wrong. Whoops.
What's the difference?
I was really bad about that. Someone corrected me in the comments. They are 100% right. I'm sorry. Because, I just didn't read. Here's your buddy Derek, and you can also view the models.
A man of great legend, severed hundreds of heads, but only could take 2 hits.
Pretty much. That dude was a chump. I don't know. I like the model viewer because you could view main character models, enemy models, guardian spirit models, such as here. We were looking at Daibawashi. I didn't notice that at the time, but apparently she has twin tails?
Yeah, it's Aika.
Oh my fucking god. It really is. Wow. We also have the yokai illustrations. The yokai illustrations are really funny because they give you pronunciations in there, and there's one that's really bad that I'm going to spoil right now. There's a boss in the game called Giant Frog. It's just called Giant Frog. The first description says, pronounced Giant Frog.
I was just like, it's pronounced Giant Frog.
Nope. It's Giant Frog. And next time, we were tasked to find a strategist's dumb idiot son because he got lost somewhere in a cave system. So we're gonna handle that super quick. That should be the next level. Yeah.
Did we get tasked with that?
Technically, it was done in a text box. This game doesn't...
By whom? By whom?
I don't know his name.
Who's paying my bills here?
I don't know anybody's name in this game beyond Hanzo, Kelly, and William. Everybody has super fucking complicated names in the Japan stories. It's so hard to
I'm pretty sure I've been watching the same game as you. And when I was seeing it, it went from him being shot out of prison and swimming to Japan, meeting no one along the way except for maybe his crew, which apparently either landed somewhere else or all died. And then he crawled ashore in Japan by himself and then met an old man and says, "Find this guy, asshole!" Like, when did that happen? I didn't see that.
Technically, we met the old tactician at the end of the last chapter because Hanzo was like, hey, here's a dude that's gonna help us. But after that mission on the... I'm trying to scan through the preview video right now to find the name.
Is it supposed to be Tokugawa?
No, it is Kuroda Kanbei. If that... I don't know
sure
if that
that's a real person. I'm probably... If they have Hattori Hanzo, I bet they have a...
yeah.
I'm sure that's a real person.
It's supposedly a famed strategist because he is a tactician for the area that... for the Kyushu region that we're in right now, and his armor set is the legendary strategist gear. Wow, I'm rambling at this point. But yeah, I'm looking at the preview window right now, and it says, "My son Nagasama has gone off to defeat a bandit of rogues, but I have not heard from him since I would like to go to his aid myself, but my body is not what it once was. Will you save my son?" And it was just like, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna save some idiot son next episode. I hope you all enjoy.
I hope he's not confused by our English.